Alright, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be looking at the lighting controller preferences, especially the main tab. Alright, let's get started. First off is the quantity of universes. You can choose from 1 up to 6 universes. So, depending on how large your rig is, choose accordingly. Next is the software refresh rate. I always like to keep everything at high. If you have a slower machine, go to low or medium, but for the most part, I always keep everything at high. Next is the USB nap speed. This is the refresh rate of the USB frames, so I like to keep it on a high. Why? Because if you go lower and your computer is not producing any DMX signal, your lights might disconnect from the computer and just go into some random mode or sound active mode. So I like to keep everything at high to keep everything flowing through your network, through your DMX lines. Next is the color theme. You have one option that's the default, and it's a nice dark color theme. Very nice. All right, auto convert the scene files to scene X at launch. So these are the new scene files. So always keep this checked to auto convert them. If you have older shows that you're importing, it'll automatically convert it to the scene X files at launch. So definitely want to keep that. Preferences access. All right, so this is basically an admin password. You can set it. So let's just put for the password 1234, confirm password 1234, apply. Now watch, if you go to the lighting controller preferences, you're going to be asked for a password, 1234. This just protects you from having other people go into the preferences and changing things. If you don't want them to change, definitely take that off if you don't need it. So definitely use that if you have to keep people out. All right, let's look down at the live. Do not preload live scenes. What does this mean? Well, right when you start ShowXpress, the software, it automatically preloads the live scenes in your memory bank. So when you're running your shows, it keeps everything very fast. If you tell it not to preload the live scenes, it's not going to be caching those scenes into your memory bank, so it might cause some delay in your scenes. So for me, I don't keep that checked. I don't think that it's necessary to not preload the live scenes, so you can just go to the next one. Auto select tab live. If you select this auto select tab live, basically when you start the software, it's automatically going to go to the live page right here. It's not going to start at the editor or pixels or standalone, fixture, steps, or generator. It's going to go to the live page. So let's say if you're a church or an organization, you have your people running the show, you open up ShowXpress and it automatically goes to the live page. Show only tab live. This is automatically going to show only the tab live. So they can't click pixels or editor or anything like that. So in this example, we can go to the live. You can click a pixels editor. If it just show only the lab tab, it's locked on the live tab only. They can't click pixels or editor. It won't let them go. Cool. Let's go back to preferences. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Next is the lock live screen. What does this do? It basically locks your live screen completely down. So it prevents the user from adding any scenes, generator scenes, pixel scenes, adjusting anything. It literally only allows the user to play back the scenes. So if you definitely want to just lock everything down, select the lock live screen. Timeline in a window and sequential list in a window. Basically, by checking these options, it's going to put the timeline and sequential list tabs on a free-floating window. So let's check this out. Timeline in a window, click apply. Let's restart real quick. And now you can see there's a free-floating timeline. So if you have multiple monitors, you can put the free-floating timeline on the left or right or wherever you need, and that's that option. So let's go back to preferences, 1, 2, 3, 4. And to disable that admin password, uncheck that. And let's uncheck the timeline in a window. All right, that is covering the main tab. Our next video will be covering MIDI.